Excuse me, Cameron. What the heck do you think you're trying to do right now? Paris? What do you mean? I'm not sure what you're talking about right now. Huh? You really are such a daft woman. I cannot believe this is happening. I'm asking you why you came all the way out to my house but haven't done any of the chores yet. Do you not realize still that I'm your husband's mother and take priority when you're around me in my place? What? The wife is supposed to serve their husband's mother, right? You really don't seem to care about anyone besides yourself, then. Do you think it's okay to not listen to your mother-in-law or something like you have been? Do you think that kind of behavior will just go unnoticed by me and that you won't be punished for any of it? Wait, I never said that I thought that was okay. It's just that right now, things have become a bit more tough for me. I do not care. You hurry your little butt back to my house, please. I have things like cleaning and laundry that I have ready for you to take care of. I also need you to go out and pick some of the weeds in my garden for me. Also, I'd like to go out shopping today as well, so make sure to bring your car, please. Hold on, that's not happening. I'm currently in my final month of pregnancy, okay? Which means there's only a month or so left before I'm expected to have my baby. With how large my belly is right now, things like bending down to pick weeds for you and driving a car are near impossible for me. I can at least come back over and do some of the cleaning for you as long as I don't have to move around or bend over as much. And I can take care of that laundry for you as well. Huh? Who cares that you've only got a month left? Way to be over-exaggerated there. When I was having my son, I had to do all of the chores and everything up until the day my water broke and I had to go to the hospital. You really are a failure of a wife if you think you can spoil yourself like that. Things like pregnancy are different for everyone. Maybe for you, it wasn't all that bad having to carry him and you could manage all of those things, but for me, I feel sick a lot more now. And with how large my belly is right now, there's no way I can do all those things. You're gonna keep it up with all that talking back, huh? Which is crazy for a woman who is both poor and stupid. You think you can just do whatever you want and get away with it since you were able to marry my excellent son? This is what they mean when saying that impoverished people are always so sly. Going after all of my son's money and nothing else, you demon. I wonder why he wanted to end up marrying a woman like you. He had to have been tricked into thinking you were someone decent for him. There's no mistaking that. I really hope that someday he'll see you're not the one for him and he'll leave you. What? I wasn't born into poverty or anything, and currently I'm working a job as well, since Reed and I both pay the bills together. Wait, did you just say you hope your son leaves me? You're really starting to get on my nerves now. Do you not understand what it means to shut up and do as your in-laws tell you? If this is how you're still going to act, I'm worried about my family gathering that's happening in a few days. What? Wait just a second. I told you before that I wouldn't be able to make it to that gathering, right? Reed should have also explained the reason why that is to you before. Oh, that's just you guys trying to be all diplomatic, right? You think you can slack off when you're my son's wife? You think your own son was trying to be diplomatic with his mother? Just because your husband's out of town for work now doesn't mean I'm going to let you off the hook. Or perhaps you're just trying to make me look bad? Well, I'm not going to allow you to do that to me. You have it all wrong, Paris. Could you please give me a chance to tell you what's going on with us? I'm not in the mood to listen to all of your excuses anymore. When it comes to people, everyone plays a different role, and considering I'm an excellent person, I am to be loved by everyone, as well as served by everyone. And when it comes to poor women like you, all you're good for is being used as a slave. Now, you start to understand your role in all of this and begin serving me like I've asked you to. Please and thank you, you poor beggar.
Cameron, are you doing all right?
Reed, are things looking all right over there?
Yeah, so far so good. I'm sorry that this business trip just came out of nowhere. And after begging my boss over and over again, I was told there was nobody else besides myself that could go and that I'd have to be away for a week. I know that right now is a very important time for me to be around, so I'm so sorry about this.
Don't worry about it. Things like work are also very important for us. So please, don't feel sorry for it.
So with you then, this is hard for me to ask, but, did something else happen between the two of you?
What? Did your mom start talking to you about what happened then?
I wouldn't say she was complaining or anything. Well, no, she was most definitely complaining again. She called me over and over again to tell me about how horrible a wife you are. And that made me think again about how she might have been picking on you once more like she always does when I'm away. Seriously, I'm sorry I couldn't be beside you then.
You're not to blame for anything, Reed, and I happen to be all right, although I'm a bit worried about our baby.
When it comes to that family gathering my mom is hosting in 2 days, you do not have to go to it. You are quite literally in your last month of pregnancy, which is going to be the hardest on you. There's only a little bit longer, so once I'm done with all my work here, I'll make a beeline straight home to be with you again.
Reed, thank you. I'll be waiting for you. Excuse me, Cameron. You should be all finished with all of the cooking by now, right? Family are starting to come in and need to be fed. Are you not aware of that yet? You're such a pain in the ass, you know that? Harris, right now is not the time for you to be acting out. The size of my belly has really begun to strain my back. Harris, what the hell did you think you were doing? Huh? All I did was hit you in the face because you thought you could sit down on the couch while all of my family has been coming inside. I don't give a damn if you're pregnant. As the wife of my son, you stand at all times. I am not going to go easy on you. Now, you go grab all of the food and start bringing it out for my family. Would you stop acting like such a child? I already had to find a way out here to be with you and your family, only to have you asking me to prepare and serve all of the food for the family. I don't care how much you hate me and hate the idea of me having a rest for 5 minutes. You went and punched me in the belly? You're a monster, Paris! What the hell is going to happen if that punch affected my kid? You think I really care? Huh? I'm sure that the baby is just like you, considering the kind of filth you've come from. It's probably another man's child, right? Which means that God and myself shouldn't have to care about that brat you're carrying, as it has nothing to do with our family. What kind of bullcrap are you going on about right now? I can't deal with this anymore. That's enough of me playing nice with you. This time it's going to be my turn having my way with you, you bitch. What? You're going to try getting back at me even though you're my son's wife? Oh, you must have never learned anything when you were in school then. You're the one that hasn't learned the first thing about being a decent person. I'm going to make you pay for being such a monster. Hey, what the heck was that all about? You come back here right now and explain everything to all my family. Explain everything? Why should I have to do that when I already explained all the truth to them? And watching as all their mouths dropped to the floor really left me feeling a bit more satisfied. Because of you, all my family no longer trusts me, though. Oh, damn it. I'm not playing around anymore, you frickin' asshole bitch. But the first one to say anything was Aunt May, right? She was wondering what happened to me after I came into your house and disappeared, so she came all the way to the kitchen looking for me. That older sister of mine is always causing the most damage. And to talk about something like that when all the rest of the family was around? I really am thankful I have someone like her on my side. And you're just as much of a pile of crap as her. You were just waiting for the perfect chance, weren't you? To let out all of those lies and crap about me in front of everyone? Lie and crap? Please, tell me what was a lie about you just then. Are you saying that audio recording of when you really tore into me was a lie that I made up to make you look bad? Or about those photos of you that were taken when you went into the kitchen and stole all of those ingredients that I was trying to cook with? Oh, or are you talking about that video of what you did to me earlier today when you came over to my place in the morning and threw hot coffee on my face to wake me up? I was thinking that someday I'd be able to use all that evidence against you, and today seemed to be the perfect day to do just that. Thank goodness I saved everything on my phone, or else I would have had to bring my laptop with me. All of those things, they can be faked to make me look bad, like you've just done there. This world is a very convenient one for assholes like you now, isn't it? You all are able to do whatever you want to make others look bad. You really think I would take things so far by faking video, audio, and photo evidence of you? And I'm not going to let you say that you don't remember any of those things happening. Unless this could mean you're already starting to suffer from dementia? You saw just how mad everyone was with you in that room, right? And of course they'd be that upset with a monster in their family. I mean, they all had to listen to you as they came into the house screaming at me to finish all the cooking in that cold kitchen while I'm carrying a baby who is soon to be born. Having the wife of my son work instead of me is the right thing to do. You are all being way too overdramatic. I was just using you the way any wife should be used. And I had to because you thought that you could use my son being away for work as an excuse not to work. I was just trying to teach you a lesson in his absence. That literally makes 0 sense at all. And that is why everyone left after they tried to comprehend your stupid little reasoning for being a bitch. I know. Today was the day I could show myself off to everyone. Today was the day I could make myself look like the best in the family. Wait. What are you going on about now? Today was your older sister's 60th birthday, so what do you mean when you say that today was meant to be about you? Perhaps you never learned what role you were playing today then? Shut your damned mouth! Now get your ass back here right now! I want you to go gather all my folks and apologize to them all on your hands and knees! Do you really think I can get on my hands and knees when my belly is this massive? Have you ever given birth before, actually? Maybe this explains why your son is so kind, even though he has a bitch like you as his mother. He's most likely another woman's kid. What? Anyway, right now I'm with your sister being taken away in a taxi. She has really been taking great care of me. But anyway, this means I'm not going back to your place now, and I'm going to file a criminal complaint regarding what you've done to me. Huh? What kind of BS are you trying to tell me about now? If you don't want to be seen as a criminal, then shut the hell up. I'm not playing around right now, you useless woman. Hey, you answer your goddamn phone right now! Not happening. My belly, it hurts. Huh? Another damn excuse from you about your belly? Ugh, annoying!
Mom, would you stop acting like a child and quit it with all those damn phone calls to Cameron?
Reed! Oh, did you make it back from your business trip already? Hey, could you please listen to me? Your wife is a total frickin' bitch. She has been bullying me this whole time you've been gone because she doesn't like me. All I've been doing is acting as her mother-in-law and doing what must be done. Oh, she really is the worst woman I've ever met, Reed.
Well, if she's been acting like a jerk to you, that must mean you've really crossed the line with her, right?
What?
After that meeting with all your family at your place, she fell ill and had to be rushed to the hospital. I just got to the hospital she's been staying at after having to make a dash back home from work.
Then how is she now?
Thankfully, she just had our baby with little trouble. However, she still had a month before her expecting date, so our baby is a whole month early. The doctor said this happened due to all the stress she'd been put under, and I have a good idea who might have been behind that. Do you have any memory of what you did to her that would have caused this?
Actually, I don't. I have no idea what could have been stressing her out that badly.
Mom, I've told you so many goddamn times not to lash out at her for no freaking reason, right? And I could see that whenever I was around her, you would hold yourself back from lashing out at her in fear of me lashing out at you. However, while I've been away from work, I can see you really let her have it. I had a look at all the recordings and photos that were taken of you with Cameron. Tell me, Mom, what the frick is all that about?
All of that was Cameron trying to set me up. It's all lies made to make me look bad.
Really? I didn't realize that in this day and age just anybody could make such realistic video and audio recordings of people that are really just fake. Now, Mom, I told you this plenty of times before, right? Not to come into my house while I'm out of town for work, right? And this time I was only gone a week, and I asked you to leave her the hell alone and just go do something with your own time.
And about that.
I hear that Cameron did a great job of not letting you into our house, but Mom, you went and had a duplicate key made so that you could get yourself in when she wasn't paying attention, right? That right there is a crime. You've been trespassing on our property, and as a last resort, Cameron went and forced herself to deal with a lot of crap in order to get this evidence.
I had no other choice, all right? She's the one who should be getting blamed for all of this. She's been trying to steal you, my only child, away from my arms.
Huh?
The reason I've had to do all of that to her is because she's been trying to make you her own and take you away from me forever.
I'm sorry, Ma, but she's my freaking wife. In other words, that means she has every right to take me away from you now, since that's what marriage is about.
I don't care what marriage is supposed to be about. My feelings for you cannot be hurt like that by some woman who has nothing to do with our family. Why the hell would you get married to someone else when you have a mom like me? Do you not care about what happens to your lonely old mommy?
Are you trying to say that you never wanted me to get married and just wanted me to stay by your side all my life? How freaking gross. How about you lay the hell off and go die in a ditch somewhere, you dirtbag? You're to blame for all this, you asshat.
How dare you? I had no other choice, Reed. I lost your dad already to that disease, and now the only family I have left is you, Reed.
Well, that isn't the same for me. I have other family now, like my wife and my newborn baby. And I just had to learn after rushing back here that you punched my wife in the gut while she was still carrying our baby. You are freaking criminal.
I can't believe you would be saying something like that. This has to be because of that bitch's evil influence over you. This is why all those poor women are nothing but useless wastes in our society.
You're the only useless dumbass here. Now stop acting like a spoiled brat and shut the hell up. I was told by Dad before he died to take good care of you, but now I'm starting to really regret ever sticking around such a selfish asshole like you. The fact that you've now gone and hurt my wife and my baby shows me you don't care about family at all. And as a husband and a new father, I feel like a failure for letting such a thing happen. But thank God I'm back home now and have a great idea of how to go about that. You are never going to be seeing us ever again.
What? You can't do that to me. I can't continue living on if I'm not able to be around you, Reed.
Well, thankfully I can. And to me, the only people that really matter are my wife and my baby. I've already gone and changed the lock on our house now, and soon we'll be moving out of that house and into a new place in order to get away from you.
What? Where will you go? You will tell me where you're going to next, right?
I just said we're moving to get the hell away from you. What the hell is wrong with you, woman? I can't believe someone could be as freaking dumb as you, Mom. I've made sure that we're all moving somewhere far away from here so that we don't even have to risk the chance of you ever finding out.
You're being mean by leaving me here all by myself. I am your mother of all people, Reed.
No, you're not. No goddamn mother of mine would ever lay a hand on my wife and child like that. And you were also talking about how my wife went and made this baby with another man, cheating on me? Screw you! I'm not letting my child ever meet with someone like you. You would screw up their education and turn them into a bitch just like you are. Thanks a lot for being my mother up until today, but that does not pardon you from being a total asshole to my wife.
Pardon me? I was never asking to be pardoned for anything.
You are the perfect example of a bad example for others to learn from, actually. Such a bad example that you almost make me want to vomit. Ugh. You would always ask me why I married someone like Cameron, even though she's the best wife a man could ever ask for because she's so kind and loving. However, I'm gonna ask this to Dad now. Why would he ever marry such an aggressive and selfish bitch like you? Goodbye forever now, Mom, and you can forget me ever calling you that now, because I hate calling you a name that's supposed to represent someone who's just like my wife.
No way. Reed! Reed! Cameron, I understand now. I'm going to accept you for who you are now. I was just being strict with you because I cared about you. But it seems that everyone had a bit of a misunderstanding to that. And that then led to Reed misunderstanding me and everyone no longer liking me anymore. But can't you see that how things have ended up are bad for all of us? I mean, I'm Reed's one and only parent, right? I'm sure it was very painful for him to have to let me go, and still is, right? If you've really learned your lesson after all of this, then I'll be more than happy to make up with you and go back to being your mother-in-law. You won't even have to apologize to me on your hands and knees. Just know that I'll have to use you as my son's wife like I'd been trying to do before. All right, I'm ready for your answer. What's it going to be? Cameron? What the hell do you think you're doing, ignoring me? How dare you act out like that when you're my son's wife? You reply to me right now. Hey! I knew a total waste like you would never learn. I just had a baby and only got out of the hospital today. Have you ever heard of the word consideration before? I was finally happy to see you replying to me again, yet now you're going to act like that? I was never told what hospital you had been admitted to have that baby, so there was no way for me to come out and meet with you. When the hell are you going to show me my grandbaby's face? I'm a grandmother now and want to see them. You should be showing them to me before anyone else. You seem to love living your life by your own rules. But that's totally fine because nobody else is, and that's why nobody wants to deal with you anymore. Did you even listen to anything your son told you the other day? Are you actually insane? Huh? What the hell are you saying, you pile of trash, bitch? I thought that it was time for me to finally come and forgive you, yet this is how you behave? Oh, this can't be happening. Are you sure it shouldn't be you begging me for forgiveness right now after all the crap you pulled with me? What makes it so hard for you to understand your own position in this world still after all the harm you've caused? I still can't believe that you, of all people, are really Reed's mother when you are the complete opposite of him. Is an impoverished little whore like you trying to pick a fight with me now? I love that you always call me poor or whatever when my family has always been middle class, and so has yours. But now that really doesn't suit you well, saying you're all wonderful, because you don't even have a job or a house living as a homeless woman, right? That's probably why you fall into your last resort of having to try and attack me to get any sort of help. What? What are you talking about? Well, I mean, come on. All of that money you got from your husband after he passed away is gone now because you used it all up, right? And all that money my Reed and I have been giving you is also gone now since you'd go and spend it all shopping away your loneliness, right? Oh, that's because... Also, that house you've been living in isn't even yours, right? It's Reed's uncle's house. I know about how you went and sold your house before because you needed more money to play with, but you didn't want to have to live in an apartment or anything either. So you went to Reed's uncle for help and took over that house, right? I believe it's his condo that you took over, or should I say, invaded. Now you're really trying to piss me off. I just chose to live here because he said I could. But after what you did at that last family gathering, everyone in the family gave up on you and kicked you out of the condo, right? And now you don't even have anyone around you to help you with money or housing. But weren't you introduced to a job working in a remote factory that would also give you some housing? Well, if that's what you've been offered, then go take the job. You'll not only have a place to live again, but some money going into your pockets. You think I want to do that? Something like having to work in a dirty old factory out in the middle of nowhere is something only the useless do. And having to live in company housing is something the poor do. That's where all the vulgar people in this world go to rot. Not only is your bias revolting, but you seem to not understand the position you happen to be in. A place like that is the perfect place for someone as vulgar and useless as you are, Paris. What the hell makes you think a place like that is perfect for me? Well, you were coming into your son's house to steal things from the kitchen like some kind of a moneyless thief, and then you went and harmed not only myself, but our kid as well, like a complete idiot would do. The owner of that factory happens to be a good friend of my father. So please, like we've all been asking, go to that factory and learn how to at least be somewhat useful in this society again. Neither myself or Reed are here to help you anymore.
No! I don't want to! No way! No frickin' way! I can't work! No! No, 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 no! I don't want to work! Somebody please help me! Somebody please support me! Wow! That was frickin' hilarious how you just showed your true self there. So all you've been wanting all this time is someone to leech off of. And that's why you were trying so hard to get your son to stay with you all his life, right? An absolute disgrace to humanity you are. Cameron! You're still his wife, right? You have to help me out here. That's your job as a wife, right? We've talked about this already. David, if David would have just stayed around a bit longer, none of this would have had to happen to me. Come back here, please. I don't want to be this lonely anymore.
Jesus frickin' Christ, you're so goddamn annoying, you bitch. Go screw yourself, please. God damn it, you just make my blood boil. Don't you ever talk to my family or I ever again. Don't even think about us anymore, you old hag.
No, help me, please. I can't work in that factory.
I am asking my father's friend to go and pick your ass up from wherever the hell you are. You may have been bragging about yourself before, but all you are now is the lowest of all lowlifes and a complete bum. You always love to talk about roles, right? There you go. Start acting your part in this society, please. Screw off, you old frickin' bitch. After that, Paris was found by one of my dad's friend's managers and was able to take her away in the back of his pickup truck all the way out to the factory 3 hours out of town. And as for that criminal complaint I'd made, the police told me to talk with a lawyer about it, and not too long after, a court case had been made. I was able to take her to the courthouse where she'd be charged with assault and would have to pay me a whopping $15,000 for trying to harm my baby and I. A few weeks after having paid me through borrowing some money from a loan shark, Paris would end up disappearing from the factory and could not be found. Nobody really knows why she ran away from the factory, though, as it wasn't like she was being abused or anything there, and it was the only place that would give her housing for free. But one good guess could be that she was in trouble with that loan shark and was trying to hide from them before they came and took her away. Right now it's the middle of winter, though, and with all the snow on the ground and there being a 3-hour hike to the nearest gas station from that factory, who knows how she's faring. Nobody from the family has said they've heard anything about her or anything from her, so my guess is as good as anyone else's. But in the back of my mind, I like to think she dropped dead not too long after trying to run and will be nobody's problem anymore. And perhaps that would make her the most useful she's ever been all her life, as she can now act as food for all the animals in the forest. When things come to my family, my baby is doing really well now and no longer needs to go see the doctor every other day. And because of that, I've gone back home with my baby and my husband to my parents' home, the next state over, where we'll be staying for a bit as my husband and I relax and let our baby play with my parents. We plan to move into a house close to here, and my husband can transfer to one of the offices closer to this town my parents are in, which is perfect for us all.